mustache. Where'd you decide to go with that, man?
Thanks. Back early in the off season, we threw a little birthday party for my oldest, and we did a fiesta theme. And so I had a sombrero, I had the whole get up on, and shaved my mustache for it, and ended up keeping it coming into camp.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, where do you stand now with the side? It looks like you throw it pretty comfortably out there with the oblique muscle. How do you feel right now?
Yeah, I feel great. Feel strong. I think we were fortunate to kind of catch it before it became anything too serious, and we went on the safe side to make sure that it didn't linger, it didn't turn into anything down the road. But I feel great, feel strong out there, and really excited.
I guess with the exception of one slider today, everything went pretty well for you. Tell me about your outing out there today.
Yeah, it felt good today. Threw the ball pretty well. Obviously, fell behind Moncada. Left him a good fastball that he was able to turn on. But other than that, felt like I commanded it pretty well. Attacked the zone, came in right out of the gates, and tried to be aggressive.
What is it like in this bullpen? First of all, you guys end up losing Scott Oberg, and I know that's a big bummer for your team. You haven't really had much chance to pitch with him, but from your point of view, what is being without Scott Oberg like?
Man, that's a tough one. That was devastating when we, the past couple of days hearing the news and kind of seeing, where it ended up. So it's going to be a tough loss. More importantly, though, this is about, Scott's life and Scott's health and Scott's, happiness going forward. Things like that really make the game seem trivial. But Scott works so hard, and I'm sure he'll have all the love and strength from his teammates and his family to take him wherever he ends up from here. Hopefully it's not over, but hopefully he's able to just go one day at a time and figure something out.
Yeah, and hey, as far as you're concerned, last season you were able to accomplish quite a bit. One game seemed to mess up your numbers, but when you went home to evaluate, where did you feel you were at the end of the season?
Yeah, I felt like I threw the ball great last season. Obviously, 2 months, 60-game schedule. It's relievers are going to be the ones chasing their stats down the most because we don't really have the time to do what we would normally do throughout a season to try to bring those numbers back down. But I felt like I threw the ball well. I felt like I made a good adjustment pitching at Coors and learning how to throw up there in the altitude and whatnot. And I think it was a great first year for me here to build upon going into this season.
They've talked about you in very strong terms here. Do you feel like, obviously without Scott there, that you'll probably have an increased role late in games? Righties, lefties, maybe even the big innings setting up Daniel Barr.
Absolutely. That's my mindset from the get-go. Everybody wants to be the guy at the back end, but the rest of us, what we have to do is always pass the ball off to him. So I'm definitely trying to get back there, and we'll definitely be confident and excited to be pitching late in the game.
Hey, one more thing. They added Chichi Gonzalez to the roster today. You worked out with him, understand, in Palm Beach Gardens, I believe it was, this offseason, him and Rollison. What did you see out of Chichi in the offseason that led you to think, hey, this guy is going to find his way back?
We talked about it all offseason. I knew he'd be here. Man, he works so hard. He looks so good. Day in and day out, we were able to play catch, be throwing partners all offseason. Just getting to see him up close and getting to see how much he pays attention to detail and how he really dove into his mechanics and kind of found his old self this offseason. He kind of, struggled some injuries and some things last year, and seeing him this year during the offseason, then coming to camp and put it all together, it's been really fun to watch.
Last one for me, you've kind of increased the use of a changeup this year. How has that gone, and where did the idea for the changeup come from?
Yeah, well, it's a pitch I've always had. I just haven't really used it much, so I've always kind of kept it in my back pocket. And obviously at the major league level, there's no secrets in what you do. And, me being a slider dominant pitcher, we've decided that with my confidence growing with it, that it's definitely going to be a weapon to help all three of my pitches, help my fastball and help my slider. It's something else just to put on a scouting report and something else for hitters to be aware of. So as I continue to use it, confidence continues to grow with it. And I think it's really going to be a weapon for me.
Hey, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Anybody else have anything for Tyler? I think we're good to go. Thank you, Tyler.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.